You're making a run at it, aren't you? Rolling up a stake and going to Vegas.
The #1 poker internet show is now on the radio. This is the Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. For the next 60 minutes, we're going to talk poker news, entertainment, and have lots of Sin City surprises. The phone lines are open at 731-1230. That's 731-1230. Or toll free. 1-866-820-5528. That's 1-866-820-KLAV. Now, let's bring on the hosts going all in. Here is Mark Hoke.
Why is everybody in Las Vegas looking like they've been up all night?
Most of them have been.
Oh, that's right. They did. Hey, Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Welcome to the Mark Hoke Show.
2014 edition.
That's scary.
Isn't it?
They're nuts. These guys are just crazy to have me coming into the studio every day. I'd have banned me at some point, but, I guess they like me.
Well, hey, you haven't really done anything wrong yet.
Not yet. I'm working on it. I'll come up with something soon. We have to pull some sort of publicity stunt. Get everybody's attention. But hey, very happy to have you with us on the first day of 2014. I hope everybody had a great night last night. It was rocking here in Vegas. Unbelievable evening. Tens of thousands of people down on the strip. The fireworks going off.
Didn't even try. I didn't even attempt.
I didn't either.
No, I went down. We watched the fireworks off a parking garage, me, the wife, and kid. That was Palace Station's parking garage. It was a nice view.
Oh, well, that sounds like fun. Very quaint.
Easier than trying to get down to the strip and struggle with traffic and everything else. And with an 11-year-old kid, it's just tough.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, we have, of course, Nate Dowland in here.
Good afternoon. Finally, an afternoon show.
Yeah.
Good job, Mark.
Thank you. I know everybody's very happy. We're in the new time slot now. So you guys, when I invite you to come on the show, you don't have to get up in the morning. This guy, I'll tell you what, I'm giving him a ton of credit because he didn't have to come down here today. He is visiting Vegas for birthday and New Year's, was partying it up all week, and he still came to the show. Clint Tolbert, how you doing, my friend?
Hey, I'm doing pretty well. Thanks for having me.
He's trying to perk it up. He really is.
Yeah, it's been a long 4 days. So
coming out here from Oklahoma and doing his thing here in Las Vegas. Yeah, you started drinking early on your birthday too, didn't you?
Yeah,
that's what I heard.
Yeah.
Just a little Twitter bug told me.
I tried to pace myself, but it's just all a blur right now.
Well, we'll talk about the blur in a little bit. First thing we want to do is, of course, we want to get to the. Well, actually, I should mention all of our great sponsors of the show before we get into everything.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, of course, the Mark Hoke Show, powered by BlueRail.net, and now brought to you by PokerAtlas.com.
Beautiful.
Unbelievable site.
Family.
Yeah, if you haven't been on the site, if you need to know anything about tournaments going on anywhere in North America, plus, of course, poker room reviews, and you can put your own review up too, which is always very helpful at everybody. It's not a professional doing it.
I review the coffee in the poker rooms.
Yeah.
That's what I love.
Really?
Absolutely. At
put
Grinding and Ground. You can follow me on Twitter.
Well, put some of that up on Poker Atlas.
Absolutely.
But make sure you check it out, PokerAtlas.com. And, of course, also brought to you by Blind Squirrel Apparel, Team Poker Joker, Arctic Blue Cooling Towels, my good buddies at Double Digit Covers, and RogueWire.com. All right, let's hit the news. So it is time for the read. Brought to you by Poker News. There we go.
Scanning the poker tables from around the world. This is The Read. Brought to you by PokerNews.com.
Honestly, not a hell of a lot happening right now.
Actually, I think
couple
most of the
things.
news is coming off the backseat of a taxi cab.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that in a minute. First, of course, we want to mention a very interesting story that New Jersey has released some of their online numbers. Over 125,000 online gambling accounts created in New Jersey to this point.
Now, that's I believe that's a little bit off because a lot of the people are they're not just online poker players.
Right, it's gambling.
It's gambling. So it's not your whole pool of online gamblers. That's also grandma getting on to player slots and Keno and bingo and whatnot.
So I don't think that's too bad of a number, in a matter of a couple of weeks. I know Clint, a very successful online player, of course, was a runner-up in the Sunday Million. And, so what do you think about how this online situation is going at the moment?
Well, I've kind of just reserved judgment for the most part. I really haven't played much since Black Friday. I moved to Rosarito for a little bit though, and I did play some Sundays. But right now, I'm just kind of sitting back and just hoping that it'll get back to the way it was. I'm not really. I mean, when I play online, I play against in general the people outside of the United States. I'm not really going to try to target many games with Americans because I feel like they're a little better than people in Europe and stuff like that.
Oh, USA.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess what I'm saying is these online poker sites that are based where you can only play against American players. You're just really not going to get a lot of great action. So I'm not knocking at the door right now to go sign up an account. That's just me personally. But.
Well, next time you're out here, you might hop on and play a satellite or two for the World Series, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Just a hunch.
Yeah. The fields are so light out here. I mean, we really don't need any more competition like you out here right now.
Right.
Because right now what we have is just a field of really talented players, and then there's like a line, and then it's just horrible players.
Right.
And right now I'm at the stage where I just can't beat stupid. The Jack 6 calling from under the gun. You just can't beat guys that don't know how to fold, that don't know the value of a hand yet. And that's just what makes the field tough right now. But they're so small. The fields are so small, they're easy to beat. But there's no money in it.
Right.
Yeah. So, well, we'll see how this keeps going in New Jersey. And, of course, now we'll get to the bag.
The bag.
The dreaded bag o' money.
The bag.
This is what everybody's been talking about. This has been all over the news. $300,000 left in the back of a cab here in Las Vegas.
And now
the cabbie actually turns the money in.
There was another hand in that also. The valet at the Bellagio, where he stopped to pick up another person, the valet reached in and grabbed the bag and said, "Hey, your last person must have left this." So the valet had $300,000 in his hand and could have just if all the cabbie would have had to do was say, "I just throw it away," and the valet would have had it.
Jeez,
how easy that would have been lost.
There has been so much speculation because the person did give the cabbie a $10,000 reward. No one has come forward yet to say that it was their money.
They've actually asked to be anonymous. They don't. Nobody. Would you want your name out there if you left $300,000 in a cab?
No, not really. But we have heard a ton of names. Poker News has some names up. I did a poll on my Twitter, and Mark Newhouse's name came up. Tom Dwan's name came up. Jay Farber's name came up. And Jay, I'm really sorry. I know everybody is flipping. He's flipping out about this.
Jay's smarter than that, and
Yeah,
he doesn't
I know
take
he
a
is.
cab here in Las Vegas.
No, he doesn't. Jay's got that pretty much covered. Clint, what have you heard from the rumor mill? What do we have?
Well, I really haven't heard many rumors out there. Just from my friends. I guess if I was going to take a shot in the dark with someone that you haven't already named, I think maybe Zach Clark could be. It's kind of an off the wall. No one's really talking about that, and he's a buddy of mine, Zach. I'm sorry, but I don't know if I'm right or wrong.
But he fits the credentials.
Yes.
He's 28 years old. He lives at Palms Place. Yeah. So I mean, there are more people than just the November Niner who everybody believes may have done it.
Well, yeah, and I think Zach's got a little more money than the public might give him credit for. You know what I mean? Like he's very successful player that's kind of just flown under the radar, so to speak. And even though he's had a ton of success, but yeah, I could easily see it being him.
So here are the names that Poker News put up: Scott Seaver, Sean Deeb, Joseph Chung, Andrew Roble, Phil Galfon, Doc Sands, Ben Lamb. So now we've got about at least 10 names that I have in the rumor mill. That would make it 11 actually with Zach. So who knows, man? That is crazy, but it is certainly
Can
caught.
they place all of them in Vegas at that time?
Somebody must have.
Well, I can knock Ben Lamb out of there real quick. He was in Tulsa with me, so.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
So Ben Lamb is safe. Good try on there, Poker News, but we'll dig a little deeper. I'm going to see if we can find out who that is and break it. So do we have our grindette yet? No? Okay, so we're waiting for Katie Stone to give us a call here on the show. So as soon as she does, we will get her on the air to say hi. Clint, while we're waiting for Katie, let's talk about this trip. Okay. Now, we all dream of living a little bit of a lifestyle when we get into poker. So here you are and girlfriend decided it's birthday time. I'm coming to Vegas. Let's talk about the birthday day first, because I know you were having a little bit of a good time early on. What does a top-level professional poker player decide to do when he's out here in Las Vegas for his birthday?
Well, I just had all my friends here. I've got a lot of friends in Oklahoma, but I travel so much with poker. A lot of my good friends are out here, so I just rounded up as many people as I possibly could. Went to my favorite steakhouse at Encore, Botero, actually. Sorry, Botero. I need to get used to this this microphone here.
Yeah.
But yeah. So we went to Botero, had a really nice dinner. Just all my friends and I consider most of them my family. But just had a great dinner and went to my favorite nightclub. We went to Light. Thanks Nima for hooking that up. So it was a really, really good evening. Honestly, it's probably my favorite birthday of all time. So we had a blast.
Oh, that is awesome. Good for you. You know what I did on my birthday? I got a cake. That was about it. I just kind of hung out. It's a little bit busy. I just moved out here, so
That's normal life.
yeah. See, that's normal. This is the man right here. This is the man right here. And by the way, while I'm thinking about Nate, happy anniversary.
Thank you. Thank you very much. She's listening out in the car right now. She was getting a little nervous. She's never been on AM radio, so I was gonna. If there was a traffic issue, somebody else was coming on with me.
This is we probably should tell this story real quick. So I volunteered to go down and get Clint down at the Aria, and we hit a little bit of traffic. Not a surprise. Made a little bit of a wrong turn. We thought we'd try to go back door into the Aria. And I had to call Nate and say, hey, Nate, guess what? You might be hosting the show for the first couple of minutes.
Ooh.
and yeah, that was about all Nate got out of that was, ooh, my God. But of course, Clint's done podcasts quite a bit too. And unfortunately not doing it anymore, but we'll hook him up every time he comes out to Vegas. Yeah, but it's a lot of fun doing these shows, isn't it, Clint? You have a good time.
Oh, I really do enjoy it. I love being on the air. I love being kind of the center of attention. If you can't tell by my Twitter, no, I try to stay humble. Any chance I get, but I do like to, I like to have fun, and I love poker radio. I love poker. I love the people in the business, and I enjoy it, and I do appreciate. Thank you guys a lot for having me on. So,
absolutely,
anytime.
Yeah, you betcha. You're one of my buddies. I like it.
Yeah.
You're all right. So coming up, we're going to talk to Clint a little bit more about what he did for New Year's too. And, a lot of great players he got the chance to hang out with and everything happening there, plus where his career is going at this point, and a lot more coming up. Since the Grinders didn't call on you, we'll take our first commercial break now. And, of course, don't forget we have the Arctic Blue Keep Your Cool game of the day coming up. Clint's scared. Nate's just ready to lose again. So
we'll have losing that game.
Yeah, we'll have a lot of fun with it. So let's take a break, and we'll be right back here on the Mark Hoke Show. Thanks for joining us.
PokerAtlas.com has its finger on the pulse of all poker events in Las Vegas and beyond. Both on and offline. PokerAtlas.com is made by poker players for poker players and covers North America for every tournament, every day. Join the action by reading and posting your own reviews on PokerAtlas.com. Let everyone know what you really think about poker rooms you visited. PokerAtlas.com also features special offers and online sign-up bonuses for its members as well. Don't forget to like Poker Atlas on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at Poker Atlas. PokerAtlas.com also has Twitter accounts for up-to-the-minute information about tournaments in your area. The action starts here at PokerAtlas.com.
The heat is on. Whether you're in the hot seat of a major poker tournament or just dealing with everyday life, stay cool with a brand new Arctic Blue cooling towel. Just wet your reusable and durable Arctic Blue cooling towel in cold water, and you'll have instant cooling relief at your fingertips for up to 5 hours. The towel is lightweight and pliable, so you can keep it handy no matter where you are. Plus, it's absorbent enough to make sure you and your clothes stay dry while you stay cool. No need to sweat it out, no matter what you're doing, when you have an Arctic Blue cooling towel handy. So get the same cooling towel used by professional athletes, poker players, first responders, physical therapists, U.S. automakers, and even reality TV stars. So what are you waiting for? Visit them today at arcticblu.com and pick yours up today. Plus, enter the discount code MarkHokeShow when you check out and get 15% off plus free shipping to keep some of your cold hard cash in your wallet. It's like the Arctic Blue Bear says, it's not cool to be hot. So pick up your Arctic Blue cooling towel today.
One man, his lucky shirt, an unforgettable night, and a winning streak that never seemed to end. That's how Blind Squirrel began, and we haven't looked back since. We make the clothes that we want to wear for the places where we want to look and feel our best. The game, the speakeasy, and the casino floor. Blind Squirrel's small batch, high-quality gear is for people too busy grabbing life by the nuts to bother with crappy, ill-fitting clothing. Because like you, we prefer our nights long, our drinks strong, and our lucky shirt to be our most comfortable. So look good, be lucky, and visit blindsquirrelapparel.com for your new favorite shirt. As an added bonus, you'll receive 20% off your purchase with the promo code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You can also pick up Blind Squirrel apparel at the Borgata in Atlantic City and in Las Vegas at all Masura stores at Mandalay Bay, Monte Carlo, The Mirage, and MGM Grand. Look good and be lucky with Blind Squirrel apparel. Sports bettors, tired of getting beat every week at your sportsbook? It's time to stop guessing and start winning. We all know cash is king, and it's time to let the team at Double Digit Covers come to the rescue to help you get the positive cash flow you need to live the life you've always dreamed about. Tony Dos and his all-star sports handicapping team will be in your corner to help you beat the point spread, bring excitement and winning to your betting experience, and build your bankroll to levels you never thought possible. Get free winning sports information at doubledigitcovers.com and call now for today's free winner at 1-855-489-3500. That's 1-855-489-3500. Stop guessing and start winning today at doubledigitcovers.com.
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Then follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show and like our Facebook page at The Mark Hoke Show for show news and outstanding poker content from around the world. Plus, enjoy the show anytime by subscribing to our podcasts on iTunes or at markhokeshow.podbean.com. We're even on your mobile phone at markhokeshow.podbean.com/mobile. Thanks for listening and being a part of The Mark Hoke Show.
It's time for you to check out RogueWire.com. News, sports, entertainment, and the internet home of The Mark Hoke Show. Don't wait. Let the sparks fly from your computer at RogueWire.com. And of course, RogueWire.com is powered by BlueRail.net. For over 2 years, The Mark Hoke Show has trusted BlueRail.net as their exclusive host, and you can too. Visit BlueRail.net for top-level web hosting, website building and maintenance, one-on-one customer service, and much more. It's time to get on board with your winning combination, BlueRail.net and RogueWire.com. How far do you want to go?
The best in poker news, entertainment, and more. This is the Mark Hoke Show.
All right, and we are back. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
I'm going to yell a little louder for Clint. Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody in Las Vegas, wake up. It's the Mark Hoke Show. I just lost about 25 listeners at least because of that. That's okay. They'll come back sometime. I got to tell you, one funny thing when we went down to pick Clint up is you can tell it was New Year's Eve because there was a pose that about 85% of the people had walking up the strip. Ton of people out there. The slump shoulders, the head droop, the circles under the eyes, and a lot of people trying to pop the shades on too. I mean, it's
what I think's funny was on the corner of Sahara and Las Vegas Boulevard, there were like people on this side and this side crossing the street, and they're all in shorts, T-shirts, and flip-flops. They misjudged. They're not in Southern California. They're in the desert out here, and it's only 63. That's our high today.
You got to remember, kids, it gets cold in the desert. extreme temperatures out here, guys. You know, when we get to the World Series coming up, then very soon. And by the way, Seth Polanski is going to be on the show next week, so we'll be talking about the World Series schedule. Then it's hot. Okay, you wear your flip flops and all you want, but otherwise, man, you gotta watch it out here. It gets a little chilly at night.
Well, and it's funny you bring that up because I'm from Oklahoma, and someone told me, they're like, "Oh man, you're going to Vegas for New Year's? Well, have fun at the pools." And I was like, "Wait, what? No, not the pools."
No.
Yeah, so it's funny with the misconception of the weather out here sometimes.
Yeah. So, well, let's ask you this: New Year's Eve, a bunch of you and the poker players out together. Tell everybody what that experience was like for you guys.
Oh, it was a blast, and as we went to this Aria party and then went to a club afterwards, and it was fun for the girls, and they get to dress up in their gowns and have a good time, and then we hang out with all the guys and just get a little silly, and but yeah, it was a great night. Like I said, this was top probably my favorite weekend of the year, and this is probably my favorite birthday / New Year's Eve combination because it's back to back for me. My birthday's on the 30th, and then New Year's Eve, so I basically don't get much sleep for 48 hours.
That's got to kill you, man. I'll tell you what,
Yeah.
you got birthday and New Year's almost back to back. Ouch.
Yeah, it's brutal. So
the alcohol oozing out of your pores must be unbelievable. Hey, we have Katie Stone on the line from the Grindettes, by the way, so we'll find out how her New Year's was. Katie, Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year, everybody. How are you?
We're doing fine. How are you?
I'm good. I'm cold in New Jersey.
I'm sorry. So how did the Grindettes spend their New Year's?
I'm not sure, actually. I know that Katie Dozier is in Mexico, and then Jamie, Jennifer, and I are all on the East Coast. Yesterday was actually Jennifer's birthday.
Yeah.
So I think everybody just kind of did, family stuff. My boyfriend and I went to Philadelphia for dinner, so and had a really nice night. So, it was a fun night. It was actually my first time going out for New Year's, believe it or not. I'm usually a homebody on nights like that. Yeah, so it was really fun.
Well, good for you. Well, next year you got to come out here and spend with us in Las Vegas.
Yeah, definitely.
No doubt. So let me ask you this. What are you looking forward to in 2014? I know all of you have some great things going on. What's the plan for the Grindettes coming up here this year?
Well, everybody's plans have kind of gone through a lot of changes just because of, the online poker coming back to the U.S. and Nevada and New Jersey. And definitely for Jamie, that's changed her plans because now she's a sponsored pro with Party Poker, and that requires her to be in New Jersey for a good chunk of the year. And obviously, with me having family here and my boyfriend's family here, and New Jersey poker, that's kind of changed things for me too. So I'll probably actually end up spending a good chunk of the year in New Jersey playing the online sites here. And Katie Dozier, I know she just published her 2014 goals blog on cardplayer.com, and she is definitely going to be staying in Mexico, grinding on PokerStars. She made Supernova this past year on Stars, and is a good candidate next year for Team Online Pro for them, so going to be rooting for her in that. And Jennifer, obviously, all over the world, a million different things. Who knows? She's just going to rule the world one day, I'm convinced.
I think so, too. But, well, we're looking forward to a great new year with you ladies. It is always a pleasure to have you join us on the Mark Hoke Show, and I wish you all the best. Have a great day and enjoy yourself, all right?
Thanks so much, Mark. Happy New Year, everybody. Talk to you later.
All right, there you go. Katie Stone of the Grindettes, everybody. And make sure you follow them at Grindettes on Twitter, the Grindettes on Facebook, and, of course, Grindettes.com. It's pretty simple. We kind of took the same route. Mark Hoke Show, Grindettes. Pays off. Got it. Marketing, right?
It's just refreshing to hear a woman's voice on poker radio.
Isn't it?
Yes.
I've been having the Grindettes on my shows for over 2 years now, and they are just fantastic ladies, and it's been fun to see from where they started till now, and there's so much more to come. So, yeah, there was actually a pretty good story. I think I posted about women in poker and how there's still such a long way to go. So let's talk about their talent this year, just for fun. Let's see if we can give it a shot. Stay away from the sexuality stuff, and let's focus on how good these women are, because it's getting pretty exciting, to say the least. A lot of great players out there. Nothing? Nobody? No? It's true.
No, they are. The women players are getting a lot better. Yeah, there's I don't have any that come to my head right off the top of my head, but I'm struggling, guys. I'm struggling.
Yes, this is what we were hoping for. Train crash.
Yeah, but
okay.
no, they really are. The women are getting a lot better. It's good to see.
Yep. So watch out for the Grandettes here in 2014. Now, of course, you have a life back in Oklahoma. So much happening with you, and I want to go back to one of the big stories that happened in 2013. That was the tornadoes that hit in Oklahoma more. And I know you live fairly close there, had a lot of people affected by that. Let's talk about where they are now. What's happening down there?
Well, yeah, I live literally like a mile south of where the southern point of that tornado ran through more and just destroyed everything. So it was very close to me and very real to me. You know, I got out there and helped clean up, you know, help people with their personal belongings, things like that. But Moore has bounced back really, really well. You really can't tell. I mean, it's kind of weird though. You'll drive through a neighborhood, and you know, you'll see just bulldoze, brand new house. You know, empty lot, brand new house. So it's rebuilding. All the houses aren't back up yet, but all the businesses are. You know, you can't really tell that anything happened. But it was definitely a very humbling experience, to say the least, and something I'm very emotional about. But yeah, it's I'm glad we're bouncing back.
Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people were, you know, really chipping in to help out there, and you know, it's great to hear that things are getting better out for everybody. You know, it was definitely one of the things that caught everybody's attention this year, and you know, it's always nice. Are people still chipping in out there? I mean, were you guys still getting a fair amount of relief coming in?
No, I think. Well, I mean, I'm not really sure, to be honest with you, because I don't know. But there for a while, there was people coming in from everywhere helping out. But recently, I think everyone's just kind of doing their own thing and kind of rebuilding on their own. So
yeah. So well, they're all still in our prayers. We're thinking of them, and hopefully we won't see anything like that ever again. I mean, the F5 tornado coming through a small town is wow.
They're always horrifying, but they happen year after year.
Yeah.
It's got to be interesting living out there. I mean, when as great as it is, and I've gone through Oklahoma and something, and the people are fantastic, but having that hanging over your shoulder sometimes has got to be a little bit nerve-wracking.
Well, you know what's weird is I'm 32 years old, and we hear about tornadoes all the time, so it's just like, oh, okay, some of us kind of joke about it, and okay, it's time to drink, it's tornadoes, tornadoes coming through, but we don't take it very seriously until it actually, runs right through your town and in your backyard. But a lot of people in Oklahoma, because like I said, we get a lot of small ones all the time, right there, and it's called Tornado Alley, but yeah, just going through there with that big one being so close and just watching it just demolish everything, it really woke me up, and now I'm definitely taking those a little more serious. But we definitely have like the best news teams and weathermen in the country to help us out and prepare us and all that good stuff. So
yeah, and speaking of having your lives change a little bit, you have a lot going on right now personally. One of the smart guys out there, because he's taking some of those winnings and you're putting it in places where you're going to be able to do some things in the future.
There was a change to the Twitter account that says former professional poker player.
Yeah.
And now it says entrepreneur. And so tell us about that.
Well, yeah, I'm really proud of that. I love poker. I'm always going to play poker, and hopefully I'm always going to win at poker. But it's kind of that point in my life where I want to do something a little more family friendly and not travel full time. So I've been looking for something to start for a long time, and I really haven't found anything that fit or that I think would be worth quitting poker, or at least part time anyway. But yeah, so I've started up a paintless dent repair company. We basically fix we're talking about the tornado hail damaged cars. It hails a lot in Oklahoma. It's there's a calling for it, and there's really a good opportunity in Oklahoma to run a business like this, and there's good money in it. So I'm gonna give it a shot, and if it doesn't work out, there's always poker.
Yeah, you bet. And you're also going to be doing a restaurant, from what I understand, too, right?
Well, I don't want to give out too much information just because nothing's official yet. But I'm very passionate about sports and bars, sports bars and things like that. So I'm looking at opening up a restaurant / bar in Oklahoma. We're kind of in the works. We've started looking at some properties, and it's not a done deal, so I don't want to say too much, but that's something I'm really passionate about and something that I think I'll do really well at, and it's just something that's it's just fun. It'll keep me busy, but that's what I need. So
Recession-proof industry.
Yes.
Alcohol and
Yep.
sports.
And Clint loves alcohol.
And sports.
yeah, yeah, there you go.
And I think it's a great model for poker players to see the guys like yourself that are smart enough to advance a little bit past poker and not completely stay in that whole thing. I mean, there's
The whole poker industry, the whole business of poker started from guys writing books to make up their bankroll
right.
so that they could keep playing.
So diversifying yourself is a key, and you obviously manage your money well. What advice would you give to some guys that if they, as they're coming up through the ranks, they have a couple of big scores like you did, and now you have open up some other opportunities? What's the right road to take?
Well, and that's just something that everyone else is going to have to find. You got to do something that makes you happy, bottom line. And I think just in general, losing my train of thought again. This is bad. I'm telling you, this is bad. But
Happy New Year.
Yay!
Happy New Year, everyone. No, so what was I saying? What was the question?
Just that everybody, everybody had to find something they like,
yeah.
and
You always want to leave yourself out. So you really don't want all your eggs in one basket. And if you can hopefully get a nice score, a big score, save some money, invest it in something that you're passionate about, and that'll turn a profit. I recommend everyone do that. Get into business, try to be your own boss. Do things like that to where you can set yourself up later in life to where you don't have to travel all the time, but at the same time, try to do a business that allows you to give you the freedom to where you can go play a poker tournament series. So,
how much should we, just an idea, what percentage of money that you won did you set aside?
Well,
just a wild guess.
I really don't know. I couldn't answer that question. I've always been one of the better. That's one thing I've always hung my hat on, is just really managing my bankroll. A lot of people have heard of me. A lot of people haven't. A lot of that's because I've just, I'm fine and comfortable playing 1, 2, 5K tournaments. I'm not really, it doesn't, me kind of blasting most or all my bankroll playing WPT 10Ks just doesn't appeal to me. Mm-hmm. So, I do manage my bankroll well, and I set back most of those winnings.
Good call.
So
good call. I mean, if you ever want to get advice from Clint, you can always follow him on Twitter at SoonerCT22. A great Twitter account, by the way. Very much worth a follow. Now, of course, we talked to Clint about a little about what's going on in Oklahoma. He's very passionate about it. And guess what? Speaking of Oklahoma, it's time for the Arctic Blue Keep Your Cool game of the day.
It's time for the Arctic Blue Keep Your Cool game of the day.
You think Clint's messed up now, just wait until this. This should be fun. We're going to find out how well you gentlemen know the state of Oklahoma and a few things, personalities and so on coming out of there.
No, I embarrassed myself on Poker News at the last WSOP because, they weren't asking me about Oklahoma, but geography and random, this could get pretty bad. I'm just going to warn you guys.
I can't wait. That means this is going to be perfect. All right, Nate, we're gonna fire. We'll take turns firing questions. Let's see who can get the job done here. Nate, are you ready?
I think so. Maybe.
Right. This 1943 Rodgers and Hammerstein musical was set outside the Oklahoma town of Claiborne.
Oklahoma?
Oh, but
he stole it from you, sort of.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, it's Oklahoma. Yeah, it's Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. I love it when they give them to me.
Pretty tricky, huh?
That's easy. It's easy that way.
All right, it's your turn, Clint.
Okay, I apologize.
That's all right. That's all right. Well, just for that, let's see if I can really make this nasty for you. Let's do this one. This former OU linebacker once wore a shirt at the Orange Bowl that said "National Communists Against Athletes" and was best known in his pro career for Bo Jackson knocking him flat on his posterior.
Brian Bosworth.
Correct. There we go. Clint's got 2 ball.
Oh no.
All right, Nate. Let's see. I got to find one here for you. Oh, you'll get this. He is best known for his martial arts exploits, playing Walker Texas Ranger and doing anything he wants because he can.
Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris is correct. Wow, you guys are doing all right. Are you sure you were drinking last night, Clint? All right, let's get you this one. He's mentioned
You
geography.
say Walker, Texas Ranger. It's a gimme, though.
Yeah, well,
That's a gimme.
I'm trying to help you out.
I appreciate it.
No problem.
Great, Chuck Norris, greatest American of all time, by the way.
Say
If you don't love Chuck Norris, you don't love life.
Exactly.
Well, you're going to hate me in a second. Oklahoma is bordered by 6 states. Name them.
Texas, Arkansas, Missouri, Kansas, New Mexico, and Colorado.
Correct. Bam. There you go. Not bad.
He was just saying how bad he was at this.
Well, I know Middle America. I don't.
That's all right.
They were asking me like Cape Canaveral, and I don't know where that is, but.
No, I can't do that to you, Nate. That would be cruel.
That would be.
You're gonna have to pick up
Here
your
we
game
go.
here, Mark.
Oh, okay. The late Tulsa-based televangelist Oral Roberts had a legendary conversation with what that told him his City of Faith project would be built.
With what?
He
With
talked
God?
to something.
With God?
This is a pretty no.
I
I got to buzz you on that. I'm sorry. Oral Roberts had a famous conversation with who? With what, actually? Kind of a who-what thing. You don't remember this? It was in Tulsa. He was from Tulsa.
I know Oral Roberts University has. I don't know this. There's 2 big hands that are. I'm gonna guess that. I don't know.
No, it wasn't the 2 big hands. Kind of close, though. He had a conversation with a 900-foot Jesus. You don't remember that?
That's
oh, my
strong.
God. Yeah, that was really strong. That's for sure. All right. Nate.
Wow.
This good old legendary pro wrestling announcer comes out to the OU fight song. WWE guy. Longtime announcer.
Oh, I can picture him. Bald head, everything is. I can't. I have no idea what his name is. No clue.
Nope. Wasn't. All right. Clint.
Can we give him a?
Yeah, we'll there's the buzz.
Thank you. Jim Ross.
Jim Ross is correct.
You're shaking your head over.
Clint. You ready?
All right.
Combining Oklahomans' love of black gold and its Arctic climate, Oklahoma has 2 hockey teams. Name them.
Oklahoma City Blazers. Tulsa Oilers.
Incorrect. No, really close. He got the Tulsa Oilers and he's got Oklahoma City, but it's another oil-related name. Nate, can you swing it? Can you pull a guess out? Can you do it?
Oh my.
No.
I honestly I can't. I haven't. No.
Nope.
I don't. I follow the Wings once in a while.
No. It's the Barons, the Oklahoma City Barons.
Right. They changed their name. That's right.
Yep. Sorry, I got you on that, buddy.
Yeah,
I'm coming more. All right, one more round here. Clint's
If they
ahead.
changed their names, you should get that though. If they were formerly known as.
All right. He found Milwaukee and Mayberry to be a little more to his liking on his way to a very successful acting and directing career.
Opie. But what's his real name?
What's his name?
God.
Opie Cunningham, yeah.
I was gonna say Cunningham. Why can't I think of this guy? It's 2014. What's this guy's? I know who it is. I just can't think of his name. Why can't I think of his name, Mark?
I don't know. Maybe you were drinking last night too.
I wasn't. I didn't have
Pop a couple
single
brain
cocktail.
cells? No. Can't pull it? Nope. All right, we got to buzz you. We got to buzz you.
I've got nothing.
Clint, really?
Got nothing.
Oh, you got that. What you got?
From North Carolina, that's Ronnie Howard.
Ron Howard.
It's Opie. It's Opie.
Okay.
Oh, why did they ever change his name from Opie? Kidding, obviously.
All right, last question. Are you ready, Clint? Oklahoma actually has a state meal. There's 12 things in this meal. Name 3 of them.
I did not know this. Hold on. Let me think.
You have a state meal.
State meal.
What do you guys like to eat in Oklahoma?
12
Oh,
things.
this is going to be fun.
Meat. We like to eat steak. I would guess steak. I'm just going by what I would eat. Steak and baked potato with
There's got to be some barbecue ribs in there.
okra. What about that?
I'll give you fried okra. That's only one though. The other one's incorrect. Nate, can you pull this? Barbecue ribs? No.
No?
Incorrect. Clint, I'll go back to you. I'll give you another shot. The state meal of Oklahoma. was sitting around thinking of this in their state legislature, by the way. It's like a state meal.
I've never been to Oklahoma.
I don't know. I got nothing.
Nothing. All right. Here's the list, just so you know from now on when you go home. It's fried okra, squash, cornbread.
Cornbread.
Yeah, well, I can kind of give you barbecue pork. It's barbecue pork. Okay. Biscuits, sausage and gravy, grits, corn, strawberries, chicken fried steak, pecan pie, and black eyed peas. That is your state meal.
So
Congratulations.
Bad. Those are so obvious. I'm bad.
See, now that you heard it,
yeah.
you're like, all right. Well, Clint, I do believe you pulled that one out. So congratulations winning the Arctic Blue Keep It Cool game of the day. Way to go. And of course, make sure you go to arcticblue.com, pick up your Arctic Blue cooling towel today. 15% off plus free shipping when you put in the code Mark Hoke Show. Wow. Not bad. It could have been better, though. I'm a little disappointed.
I missed one.
All right, let's take a break, and we'll be right back with Clint Tolbert and down on the Mark Hoke Show. Thanks for joining us, guys. Happy New Year.
Sports bettors, tired of getting beat every week at your sportsbook? It's time to stop guessing and start winning. We all know cash is king, and it's time to let the team at double-digit covers come to the rescue to help you get the positive cash flow you need to live the life you've always dreamed about. Tony Dos and his all-star sports handicapping team will be in your corner to help you beat the point spread, bring excitement and winning to your betting experience, and build your bankroll to levels you never thought possible. Get free winning sports information at doubledigitcovers.com and call now for today's free winner at 1-855-489-3500. That's 1-855-489-3500. Stop guessing and start winning today at doubledigitcovers.com.
PokerAtlas.com has its finger on the pulse of all poker events in Las Vegas and beyond. Both on and offline. PokerAtlas.com is made by poker players for poker players and covers North America for every tournament, every day. Join the action by reading and posting your own reviews on PokerAtlas.com. Let everyone know what you really think about poker rooms you visited. PokerAtlas.com also features special offers and online sign-up bonuses for its members as well. Don't forget to like Poker Atlas on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at Poker Atlas. PokerAtlas.com also has Twitter accounts for up-to-the-minute information about tournaments in your area. The action starts here at PokerAtlas.com.
It's time for you to check out RogueWire.com. News, sports, entertainment, and the internet home of The Mark Hoke Show. Don't wait. Let the sparks fly from your computer at RogueWire.com. And of course, RogueWire.com is powered by BlueRail.net. For over 2 years, The Mark Hoke Show has trusted BlueRail.net as their exclusive host, and you can too. Visit BlueRail.net for top-level web hosting, website building and maintenance, one-on-one customer service, and much more. It's time to get on board with your winning combination, BlueRail.net and RogueWire.com. How far do you want to go?
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Then follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show and like our Facebook page at The Mark Hoke Show for show news and outstanding poker content from around the world. Plus, enjoy the show anytime by subscribing to our podcasts on iTunes or at markhokeshow.podbean.com. We're even on your mobile phone at markhokeshow.podbean.com/mobile. Thanks for listening and being a part of The Mark Hoke Show.
Now, let's return to The Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
All right, and we are back here on The Mark Hoke Show on the Talk of Las Vegas.
January 1st, 2014.
KLAV 1230 AM. I love this station. I really do. These guys are great.
It's fun to listen to, especially when you're just cruising in the spaghetti bowl.
What?
The spaghetti bowl?
What spaghetti bowl? Is there a bowl of spaghetti I don't know about? What's going on?
Oh, Mark. That's right. He's only lived here a couple months.
I know.
Poor guy has no idea.
You know where the 95 is.
I do know where the 95
And you know
is.
where the 15 is.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's called the Spaghetti Bowl.
And if you have to go either by around it in the AM drive or the PM drive, you will get mixed up like a bowl of spaghetti.
Okay, so that's why I've stopped going through there. Yeah. That drive is hell.
Have you learned the local streets now?
I'm
grid?
working on it. Yeah, I'm taking 215 now. Well,
That's
from
just
where I
about
am,
another
I'm working.
nightmare right
I'm
there.
working in Henderson now, so I got to take 215.
That's what everybody thinks. You can take. There's lots of different
All
ways to
right,
get there.
we'll map this out later.
No, you find your own route. That's okay.
Screw you, thanks.
Let's send him down Boulder Highway.
There we go.
Boulder Highway.
Oh,
It's
I've been
it's
down
the
Boulder
most
Highway.
fun to play hooker, not a hooker, on Boulder Highway than any other place in Vegas.
That's something we'll have to grab you and Ben Lamb and a few other guys. We'll go out and play hooker or not a hooker sometime.
Oh yeah, we'll have some fun
For the
with
right
that
money,
for
they're
sure.
all hookers. It's okay.
Well, let's not talk about hookers. Let's talk about you have a wonderful girlfriend. I know you guys things are going well now with that relationship, and it's always interesting dealing with relationships when it comes to being a professional poker player. So, how are things going now?
Things are going absolutely fantastic. Cannot complain. So happy. This is probably the happiest I've ever been in my life. That hadn't been the case. 2013 was a very up and down year for me, and I'm just looking forward to really just keeping the momentum rolling right now. Everything's going fantastic. Thank you for asking. But yeah, things are. I cannot complain.
It's tough keeping a relationship together when you're doing all the traveling and everything you have going on, and this is terrible. I've known you for a while. I didn't know you had a kid too.
Yeah, and and those are both of those things kind of factored into me taking at least one step out of poker, and so yeah, lovely family, so blessed, and we'll see what 2014's got to bring.
So what's the key? How do you keep that relationship together?
Well, it's not always easy, and our relationship was tested a lot over this year, and you just have to find out what's important to you and what makes you happy, and whatever makes you happy, do that.
No,
give it all you got, and really, and you won't have any regrets that way, and that's the way I try to live my life in general, and yeah.
You want to give her a shout out?
Love you, Jenna.
There you go. See, we helped Jesse Sylvia out too. We gotta keep this fair and help everybody keep their relationships going.
Oh, after 14 years, it's hard. I tell you what, she almost killed me this year. And I deserved to be killed.
Yeah, exactly. Most of the time we deserve it.
It's hard because this industry is just, there's so many things happening and a lot of travel involved, and it's very easy to get caught up in what you're doing and forget about the people that you love. I mean, we've seen a lot of relationships in poker absolutely crash out.
It's so easy to turn negative in this world. You have a couple bad days, a bad week, a bad month, and people start asking you questions that you don't really. They're hard questions. It's like, are you going to keep doing this? Yeah, that's kind of the plan, but I don't want to keep losing. There's a lot of pressure. There's really a lot of pressure, and then you don't do something with somebody because there's a big tournament going on, but it's the brother-in-law's wedding or whatnot. It's tough. It really is.
Yeah, and I missed a good buddy's wedding for a poker tournament last year, and I really regret that. Just in general on your life, it's a strain, because you just have to be gone, and you have to play. If you're going to be a professional poker player, you have to play those tournaments that have the highest value, and this was just one of those tournaments I couldn't miss. But it'll be just for me personally. I'm looking forward to just doing things in life that I really haven't been able to do yet. Spend more time with my kids and work on my relationship and things like that.
Yeah, I mean, and with 2014 coming up, I know everybody makes those bogus New Year's resolutions. You should just do that every day. Yeah, to heck with waiting for one day of the year,
just a little bit.
Yeah, because being in poker and being successful at it is one of the great lifestyles you could lead if you can, you manage everything correctly, like you've been doing, Clint.
It's so hard to do. There's so many obstacles. There's so many different things, from the press giving us bad publicity, you name it. There's so much negativity in this world. You have to fight it off. If you don't fight it off, it becomes a negative world. Yep. It really does. There's been a lot of suicides in our industry. Hopefully, we don't have many this year.
Yeah, let's not. Let's keep it peppy.
Well, I mean, even one of the greatest poker writers ever, Glazer, Andy Glazer.
Yeah.
one of the worst stories ever. I mean, he was a great poker player. He was successful in poker media, and I don't even think it was ever really made public that he killed himself, but it really got into him, and it was the negativity of the world. And I hope that poker players can stay positive through 2014, and hopefully with the online poker coming back the way it is, and hopefully if it gets rolling, people will be able to get their jobs back. A lot of poker players that I know that were grinders. You know, they weren't making thousands of dollars a week; they were making hundreds of dollars a week, grinding out on Poker Stars and all the Full Tilt Poker and all those sites before Black Friday. Give us our jobs back. That's all we want. You want to be able to play poker from Oklahoma, right, with the rest of the family watching behind you.
Yeah, and it's just so expensive to travel. Even if you're a good live player, just the expenses will turn a toll on you. Know, I really miss online poker just for that. You know, I miss being able to, like you said, you know, just log on and on Sunday afternoon and fire some
79,000 people registered for a $315 tournament, giving you $1 million. Why not? Why stop that? Online poker isn't about borders. Online poker is about being able to play the best in the world at a game that we're good at. Yeah. And taking that away from thousands of men here in the United States, we lost our jobs. We lost our livelihood. A lot of us are struggling today because we don't have the ability to make the money that we used to be able to legally. Well, what we thought was legal.
Well, hopefully 2014 is going to be a little bit better. And Clint, what are your poker goals for 2014?
You know, I have not. I haven't really set anything out poker-wise. You know, like I said, I'm really focusing on my life and my happiness there. But I've kind of got it in the back of my mind, but I really haven't tackled that thought process yet.
I think it's time for a bracelet.
Make it platinum.
I think it's time.
The $1 million one drop.
I've got to play more tournaments. I'm too good to not play a higher volume than what I've been playing, and I think that I need to get motivated in that regard. I think that's probably one of my worst qualities, you know, so to speak, is just not putting in. I've been fortunate enough to not have to play a lot of tournaments, and
you got the WSOP coming up, the WSOP circuit right there in Oklahoma coming up. What, in a week, 2 weeks?
Yeah. So. I haven't decided. I might go to PCA. I was talking to Joe Sirach on my birthday. Actually, I might go stay with him. He invited me down there, so I'm either gonna.
Flip-flops.
There you go.
Yeah. That sounds a little better than Durant, Oklahoma, but you know that's a great tournament down there. They do a really good job at that casino. So
yeah, and real quick, it's got about a minute and a half left. I know you have some. You're still working with Run Good Gear. You guys might have some fun things coming out.
Yeah, they haven't released it yet, but we're sponsoring a tournament series in Oklahoma, so I'll just kind of leave you guys dangling with that. But I'm looking forward to representing Run Good at that tournament and hopefully winning a tournament up there.
We'd love to see it.
Yeah.
I mean, you're one of the good guys in the game. We need more Clint Tolberts out there.
Hey, I appreciate
putting wins on the board. So we wish you all the best. And of course, before I go, I want to make sure that we mention. Make sure you guys get over to PokerAtlas.com if you want to check out like events like Clint's going to be playing and anything else. Make sure you go to PokerAtlas.com. Hop on over there, and they've got all the tournament schedules coming up all over this great land of ours and Canada too.
And while you're playing online, come on over to OnTiltRadio.com. Join us in the chat room. Have some fun.
Anything else? No.
Hey, happy New Year to you guys and all your families. Again, I really appreciate you having me on. It was a lot of fun, and I actually think this is helping my hangover. So
yeah, there we go.
The water helps, definitely.
Yeah, this water bottle is empty.
Oh, that's going to be a long flight home for you. That is for sure, buddy.
Thanks for reminding me about that.
All right.
Happy New Year.
All right, and don't forget, of course, we'll be on the RogueWire show on RogueWire.com on Sunday. We'll be back with that. We have the Off Tilt Poker Tables tournament series going on there, too. You can win a brand new poker table.
Oh, beautiful.
Still plenty of time to get in that series. We've got 11 events left, so good opportunities to win some stuff. Seth Polanski is going to be on from the World Series of Poker. Will be on the show next week. Week after that is Maury Escandani from Poker Productions is going to be joining us, so we're going to talk about some televised poker with Maury as well. So we've got an action-packed January coming up. Don't forget, we're still here 2 p.m. now from now on Wednesdays. Guys, thank you so much for being on the show. I really appreciate it. Happy New Year to you and yours. Happy New Year to my wife, Kristen, and my daughter, Amanda. I've got to make sure I throw them in here. We'll see you next week here on the Mark Hoke Show. Thanks for joining us.